Don't record now. We'll do the Q&A whilst we're driving. There's no point doing it now. Come.
Can MIG be used mechanically, i.e. fixed SL and TP, etc.?
The best mechanical way for MIG to be used, if you were to take every single zone, place your stop loss for a buy at the bottom of the base, stop loss at the top for a sell on the red liquidity edge zones, take a 1 to 4 on a 1 minute or a 2 minute. We have data back this. If you scroll up on the actual channel, you'll see a quant test for February, $50,000 account, closed $48,000 profit. March, closed $38,000 profit. And we had a full data set for 10 specific mechanical stop losses and take profits, as well as aggressive entries, conservative entries, and super safe I'm a pussy entry.
What markets does this strategy work best on?
So the best markets for me that I found will be NQ, MNQ, ES, SPX, WTI, gold. Specifically, they're high volatility markets. They work the best. They are the strongest. I'm not trying to sit in a trade for 6 hours.
What time frame should I be trading on with MIG?
MIG timeframes that I recommend, continuation and aggressive reversals, 1 minute and 2 minute. Stack that in with a 5 minute or a 15 minute higher time frame will be best, because that will give you a confirmation of solid liquidity sat in that area. If you want to trade the 5 minute, 15 minute liquidity edge zones, they will be best for those 50 plus points.
How do I identify liquidity sweeps correctly?
The best way to identify liquidity sweeps, right? For me, I don't believe in liquidity sweeps, so to say. However, we look at liquidity pockets. So if we look left, find a point of high absorption. Any liquidity edge zone above or below that highly absorbed candle previously, right to left, will hold the strongest. Simple as that. I expect to sweep if price has already touched maybe 2 or 3 times in that same area. I expect to sweep, but that is it. High absorption area added on to where high liquidity is sat. That is your trade setup.
What confirms a valid entry after a sweep?
As I said, valid entry. If you are trying to catch an earlier reversal, drop down to a 10 second, 15 second, 30 second, the first liquidity edge zone that prints opposing the last push. So let's say it was a sell, 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 and then on a 10, 15 second, I can see price is moving up, but it's now being moved up with liquidity zone printing a green one. That tells me bulls are now back in control. I can take that push.
How do I avoid false signals or fake setups?
The best way to avoid false signals, false setups on MIG is by tying it in with further confluences. This isn't a naked strategy. I don't care what your strategy is, but use it with confirmation. Even if you went over to Bookmap and you tried traditional order flow, the premise is the exact same. Understanding true market sentiment of your asset is very important. We're not, and we teach this to our accelerator users, our mentorship users, specifically making sure that we rid ourselves of subjectiveness. Remember, however, your strategy isn't the issue, your entries are. So liquidity edge is used for an added confluence to that.
What's the ideal risk to reward per trade?
Ideal risk to reward. I don't believe in risk to reward because the market doesn't believe in risk to reward. No one cares about your 10-point stop loss. The only reason you're doing that is to manage risk. Why don't you instead look at a structure whereby you manage your risk differently? You manage it via a dollar amount value. You manage it via the specific amount of equity that you're risking in the trade, as opposed to a fixed 10 points. NQ does not care about the fact that you have a fixed line 10 points. Allow the market to move. Allow the market to move and be fluid with the market. You're not trading against it. You're trading alongside it. Okay, allow the charts to provide you with the opportunity. Don't go chasing for it. Now, if you do want to fix TPSL, then go for a 1 to 4. Place your stop loss at the base of a bullish liquidity edge zone and go for a 1 to 4 on a 1 minute chart. You'll reduce your win rate by, let's say, to around 42%, but 42% by a 1 to 4 closes around 82% profit gain, portfolio gain across the month of January, February, and March so far.
How many trades should I realistically take per day?
How many trades, how many setups, how many zones? Genuinely, take what the market provides to you. There's never a fixed amount of trades you can take in the day. I personally, I'm 3 and done. We trade live daily, every single day. 9 weeks, we've hit 100% on every single trade. Why and how? I'm taking 3, 4 positions maybe, open, midday, reversals. That's all I need, and I'm done. Realistically, I've got the majority of users trading 2 positions on market open, and they're done for the day.
What time of day gives the best setups?
Okay, best setups for me on MIG are those with high volume, high volatility. Your New York Open, your New York hour close, your power hour that some people call it. On Asia, I'll only trade the 15-minute, and I'll trade that with further confluences, such as your previous session highs, etc. We'll go into that shortly.
How does confluence improve win rate with MIG?
Confluences almost triples your win rate in comparison to using MIG naked by itself. So your confluences, and we've got a full YouTube video on this with trade examples, confluences such as VAH, VAL, LVNs, HVNs, your previous day sessions, your previous sessions, Asia and London of the same day of trading New York, your previous New York session if we've completely wicked through the overnight sessions, your volume profiles, all of these added in, and then using MIG as a confirmation model will get you to that 96, 97% win rate.
What role does volume or order flow play here?
Volume and order flow is data-backed strategies, okay? The higher the volume in a specific area and the more concentration of volume in that area, the more amount of buyers or sellers that are sat there. So we're jumping in. I call it a trampoline effect, okay? If you went over to deep charts and Sierra charts, you'll be paying 10x what we're providing to you with the exact same levels. And the difference is, if you took every single one of those as well, you will not be profitable. Hence why confluences are so important. We're using this as an added layer of confirmation to be able to trade alongside general market sentiment.
How do I manage trades once I'm in profit?
Managing trades is easy. You either do it via a dollar amount value, risking $200 to $300 per account if you're trading in an evaluation of a 50K. We just did a speed run, 4 days evaluation, just using MIG Liquidity Edge. We passed the eval, $3,000, 4 days daily on live. I would say, if you're taking an aggressive entry is made up of, I'm not sure, I'm 50%, let me try to take this trade. Aggressive entry, aggressive risk management. As soon as we move into profit, close half, bring to break even, let's see if it can run. If it doesn't, no issue. Even if you close at 20 bucks, the point is you still got paid for that trade. The market will provide you with further opportunities.
How do I scale this into a consistent system?
Scaling MIG, the marketing answer will be join the accelerator mentorship. Our students are thriving currently. However, take your confluences. If you want the best setup, find areas of high absorption. Take any MIG liquidity edge that is either above or below that absorption. You can use absorption flow for that. Use a 15-minute, 1 hour time frame. Anything above or below. Below will be your sweep, above will be your aggressive entry. Take that position, drop your stop loss at the bottom if it's a buy, below the previous MIG liquidity area. That means the buyers are protecting that area, and then send it.
What separates profitable MIG users from the rest?
We've got hundreds of users for MIG, some of which haven't passed an evaluation in 3 years, 2 years. Scroll up and check, and they've passed it in their first week at MIG. Why? Because they're trading what the market presents, okay? We're not chasing trades in the middle. The best setup, high absorption, previous confluences, previous session highs and lows, PDLs, previous day lows, previous day highs, your overnight session POC, your volume area low, your volume area high, added into your confluences. The market is giving you the cheat code. MIG is providing you with entry. Your strategy is not wrong. Your entry is. Okay, so even if you trade iShitT, look for the FVG, the fag gaps that are presented alongside your MIG and take those. Don't take anything, because let's be honest, if you took every single FVG, you won't be profitable. If you took every single inversion, you won't be profitable. It's the same across the board. Add that in as a confluence. خلاص؟ Yeah. Cool, done.